I think it's kind of crazy that some of us in this room have beliefs that people have, fought wars over for years, and hundreds of years. And some of us have our core beliefs that matter to us more than anything in the world. But because of this, we put it aside and come together in a room and just hang and have fun. And I think music needs to be appreciated a little bit more. To see people so passionate about things, and then to see how this trumps all of that. I'm friends with a lot of people in here. I got to meet one of my close friends and a kid that I really took an interest in a couple years back, Brandon Harris. I got to meet his mother and his grandmother today, which was an honor to me because I'm a fan of all these drummers in town. I'm a fan of Josh Smith. I'm a fan of Eric Moore. I'm a fan of Tamani Rhodes, his talent. I'm a fan of Lem. I met Lem while I was judging a drum off. I was judging a drum off. Guy that I'd never met before plays drums really well, and the first thought to my mind was, I gotta meet that guy. I had no idea. What on earth do Lem and I have in common? Probably nothing. I didn't even know he wasn't from Sacramento. I just, where did I find you? At a restaurant, right? Right after?
The restaurant.
Some Mexican restaurant. And I was like, dude, please call me and come play at my place. I have this place called Drum Lab. Call me, let's get together. And he did. We've been friends ever since. And through them, so many people have come together. So, a little while ago, I got really frustrated with how drummers do not, around the world, play together. I host international drum camps at my spot in Folsom. I bring in 8 drummers from around the world, and we do an intense week of drumming together. And every time we would kind of play together, the one thing they always said, no matter whether they were from Macau, China, or Australia, or wherever, they would say, wow, that was fun. That's my first time ever playing with a drummer. And I was shocked, because I live in Sacramento. I play with Eric. I play with, Larry Bell Jr. couldn't be here tonight. I play with Lamb. I play with anyone. I just play drums. And I thought, wow, that's weird. We gotta fix that. So, myself, a guy from Northern Ireland, a guy from Florida came together to make this thing called 3 Drummers, 1 Goal. So, Kyle, Devin, will you guys stand up real quick? Kyle, introduce yourself.
Kyle, I'm from Northern Ireland, which is the other side of the water.
And Devin?
I'm Devin, I'm from Orlando, Florida.
So these guys came here to do a project. Well, Devin moved here, and he lives here now. He's teaching the drum. I have gift certificates for 1 free drum lesson with Devin. If anybody wants one, for yourself, for your kid, for your cousins, for your friends, grab them from me. 1 free drum lesson. No, there's no 1 free lesson with 4 months of sign-up. Just 1 free drum lesson. Just go take yourself a drum lesson, and he will diagnose you and say, okay, dang, you've got a left foot problem. Let's work on it. That's what drum lessons do, okay? So, I have those. But we decided, what if we started practicing together? What if we came together and stopped competing and just trained the way a team would? That's what teams do. We don't have to all be golfers and play by ourselves. We can be a team. So, we're trying to do it. We're bringing people from around the world together, and I want to talk about how to make time feel good. We need to get more in depth with time. Time, there are 2 things going on when you think about time. There's a horizontal line of time. That's the click track. It's just going. It's a bouncing ball, going forever. There's vertical time. Vertical time is your grid of 16th notes. It's your subdivision, 16th notes, 8th note triplets, 32nd notes. And while this is going on, that's the horizontal time. You have to be in touch with the vertical time. And you have to know those grids. The one person that knows that grid better than anyone on earth is Vinny Caliuta. Dante was trying to say his name. I'm not sure I'm saying it right. I'm just saying it with confidence wrong. Vinny Caliuta, that's that. I want you to hear how Vinny, if you control time, all the subdivisions, you own time. You can give the appearance of speeding up, pulling back. Because when somebody tells you, when you have a musical director that says, I need you to push it, the last thing they are saying is, I need you to speed up. They don't need you to speed up. The click track is the click track. They need you to make it feel like it's pushing. Get on top of it. They're not saying go faster, and they don't know how to communicate to us. And when they say, man, I need you just to sit, they're not telling you to slow down. You got a loop, you can't slow down, you'd be fighting it. You have to make it feel like slow down. So I want you to listen to Vinny Colaiuta on this track. This track may not be your style, doesn't matter. Just listen to the drums and listen to how this man owns time through subdivision. So instead of just being in a subdivision, he's in all of them all the time. Here we go, check this out. Okay, so with something like that, he has the ability to stretch and compress time because he knows his subdivisions. And subdivisions, that's another word for our notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes. What it really means is rate of speed as far as how it relates to a pulse. So if I have a 3-to-1 ratio against this, let's call it eighth note triplets. That's my eighth note triplet subdivision. This is not triplets. That's just 3 notes. 8-note triplets are evenly spaced. You own all of the subdivisions, quintuplets, septuplets, 32nd notes, then the subdivisions inside of a polyrhythm. Then you own time. Once you own time, everything becomes much easier for you. Now you gotta think, what if you own all the subdivisions in the world? Everything you can think of, even subdivisions in the polyrhythms, but you just play pocket. And this is your gig for the week. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Now, you would think, like, why do I need to know all these crazy subdivisions and polyrhythms and metric modulation just to play this? Do you know how much better you will play that when you know everything surrounding you? Think about being on a highway, late at night, on your I-5, no lights anywhere, and you have one little light in the front of your car. Even though the road is straight, you're going to drive like this because you can't see anything around you. You're going to drive timid. All you got to do is go straight, and you know that all you have to do is go straight. But you're going to drive like this, muscles flexed, neck about to pop out into your ear ball, just scared out of your mind. But if somebody would just turn on the lights for you, daytime, you drive like this, you're texting, everything relaxes because you know what's around you. So if you knew the rhythms around you inside this, you would relax, and you would own this. That's why you need to know all of the rhythms. You know, I mean, think about your basic rhythmic scale. Like, take out all the crazy ones. Just quarters, eighths, and 16ths notes. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and There's more than that in just a pulse. If I gave you a pulse here, all those And when you master them all, the lights come on. And this lights are on, everything's fine. So, all of this it's cool for you. It's not cool for the bass player that's trying to get this out of you. He's literally going, bro, I'll stop. Just let me know when you want me to start. So, it's all about that because I think, how many church drummers do we have here?
Yes.
How many gigging drummers do we have here? Anyone played a gig in their life? Okay. If you've played a gig in your life, you were not the leader, okay? You played the drums. They put you in the back where the monitor doesn't work, the light is 900 degrees. I don't know about 98% of you, but I get tan with that light that's right there. And I'm going like, God, come on, I got a blister. So we're not the leaders, okay? We got to be the followers, and we all know how bad it feels to have somebody do this at the, for white churches it's this, and the guy's doing this, and he kind of just takes his time and he gets back to you and he goes like this. Could you just, like that feels so horrible. He's saying, can we get way less of you? That feels terrible. It feels great to be here. I mean, look at the room around you. We're supposed to be talking about something. I shouldn't be going. Whatever you guys are talking about. It's about you. It's always about you. And it's great. It is great to have that dude, whatever church it is, walk back and go, give me a little more. That feels so good to all of us. That feels like, oh, I could give you more. No problem. How's that feel? And then it's like, yeah. And so it's about taking things further than you've ever taken them. Now, I want to talk about practice. I just recently went to 2 different drum-offs. I went to the Arden one, which Lem competed in, and won. And then I went to the Roseville one, which was great as well. But the drum solos were built out of a lot of C minuses and maybe some B pluses at best. There was a lot of soloing going on where people hadn't mastered what they were working on. They just took it out. Just like, Mom, I feel like today's the day. Drive me down to drum off. Let's do this. They're only looking for the best drummer in the world, and I've played for 6 months. Roll out to Guitar Center. That's a conflicting thing for me because I want everyone to try. I want everyone to do their best. But I also want people to understand how great this world of drumming is. And when they tell me, Travis Barker's the man, I'm like, God, you've never heard Dave Weckl, Vinny, Dennis Chambers? You never heard Dante Roberson, Eric Moore? Like, you don't know anything, you know? Like, I just want them to know how big this world is that they're living in as far as drums. And I think it might be time to master some things. Take one thing that you know and master it, okay? Like, let's take 8 notes. What if we mastered 8 notes? I mean, just think about all the stuff that goes on in a solo and all the, what I call hubba bubba. It's just hubba bubba, crossover, sweep, 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 sweep. 2 of these and 3 of those, and it's like, oh my goodness. Yeah. That'll impress one drummer in the crowd. You guys have all been to a rock concert where the drummer does this, and 30,000 people lose their mind. Okay, sometimes you gotta get paid. So, it's not always about the craziest thing. So what if you mastered 8 notes? I mean, how many of you really have anything mastered? Literally, like if I sat in a room with you and said, play me something, and you played it, do you think I couldn't trip you up and say, play that now as quintuplets? Swing it, play it straight, play it as quiet as possible. I want you to play 180 in a dinner club. Don't drag. Okay? Like, do you really have everything? Do you have an A+ in anything you've ever done? On bass, on keys, on anything? Probably not. But you can. But you have to tackle it. You have to tackle your fears. You have to be like, you have to let down your guard. That's what 3 drummers, 1 goal is. It's Ireland, Northern Ireland, Florida, and Sacramento coming together to say, let's just admit it. Maybe we're not very good. Maybe we could be better. Let's be better together. I'd rather be better together than be better by myself because I can trick myself. I can get some guys from my hometown to go, Mike, you're the man, dog. I don't need that. I need somebody to say, Mike, your independence is horrible. It's like, all right, I'm gonna work on it. So, 8 notes. Kick, right, left, right, left. It's as easy as it gets. Kick, right, left, right, left. What if I ghost noted the left hand for a measure, then the right hand for a measure? Yeah. All right. What if I change the rhythm? Around the kit, ghosting the left hand and popping the right hand. If I change the texture, left hand's now a side shot. Let's spread that up. We'll use that in drum off. Okay, there's so much you can do. What if you went to drum off this year and built a drum solo out of 8 notes? I mean, wear a shirt that says kick right, left, right, left, and win. For once, what if we owned it? Not I can play it, but what if we owned it? I mean, I'm just saying, maybe when you go home tonight, bass, keys, dentistry, being a lawyer, being a teacher at school, what if you got an A+ in something? How bad would that be? That make our world worse? Probably not. It's time to just sit down and go, okay, I'm done being satisfied. I just want to be great at something. You know, basic rock beat. Are you great at it? Play it as quarters.